everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Ask Ex Libris. My name is Dianne van Giersbergen, and today I am here with a question from Oblivion7, who asked us via our YouTube channel, could you please elaborate about Amygdala's concept and idea, and also why you've chosen to name the album Amygdala? So first, let me give you the short answer. Amygdala, our first album, has everything to do with adolescence, with growing up. The artwork, the songs, the compositions, but also the name. Why? What is an amygdala? Let me explain that to you. What does the name amygdala mean? Well, the amygdala is a part in our brain where our emotions are registered. This is where our emotions are given meaning and our emotional memories are being preserved. I have a copy right here. Of course I have a copy, I have multiple. On this album we try to put to music the various topics that everyone encounters in their adolescent years. Not only the physical changes, no, more importantly, the psychological changes you go through. Let me take you through the album and give you a few examples of what I mean with that. So this is the front of the album. It's quite gothic, quite a horror scene, but it resembles the amygdala and all the topics. You see the little mummies that haunt your brain and that keep you busy in those years of growing up. In the back we have our songs, and like I said, I will take you through a couple of them and tell you its meaning. Diving into the little booklet that comes with it, because it has all the lyrics. Okay, the very first song on the album, Dawn of Sugars. This is about the pressure that everyone in high school feels. How do I fit in? Do I even want to fit in? Does it make me more worthy of something if I fit in? What does it take of me to fit in? Am I still myself then? And what if I don't? Doesn't that make me a more interesting individual? All that pressure that comes from other students who do think you need to fit in, or who don't think you need to fit in. It's driving me crazy right now talking about this to you. Can you imagine how I felt as a little girl in high school? Well, it's if you want to discover, it's in the song. Moving on. Let's see. Ooh, here we have Love is Thy Sin. And of course, it is sort of in the title already. It's about love. But it is about falling in love and not having that love returned. Because, as we all know, that happens. Especially when you're falling in love for the first time. But it's also about hope that can get you hooked on a complete fantasy. On believing that he or she will eventually like you, see who you are, and then fall madly, head over heels in love with you. And yeah, it's quite a sad thing, because in real life that doesn't happen. In the movies it might, but in real life quite often it doesn't. Also in this song, it doesn't. Let's see, we have much more, but I'm not gonna give you everything because then there's nothing left to discover. But I will give you this one because it's a duo, they belong together. It is Sail Out to Farewell. And this is actually me discovering literature and poetry and finding how much I love that, finding that it is a completely different world, that there are possibilities in books that aren't given to you in real life. For example, the one I used here is that death can become a person. It surely can. Not in real life, but in this story it is. And it turned out to be quite the love triangle between a man, a woman and death. And well, give it a listen, read the lyrics, and you will find out how it ends. Not too happy, I can give you that. Again, there's more, of course, but let me give you the end, because that's a topic that is not only in adolescent years, but I think throughout your whole life, quite something to think about. The day our paths end is the ultimate question about religion. Do I believe that there is a God, or don't I? That's the question in this song. So I guess all in all, that makes our first album, Amygdala, a collection of songs that will take you through the adolescent years of me, because I wrote most of the lyrics, and of my former band members. Recently, we've been asked, will you ever re-record Amygdala and maybe Medea, a second album, and have it produced by Joost, and then maybe also have him arrange it. Now, while I think that that might be a nice idea somewhere in the future for Medea, I don't think that we should do that with Amygdala, because to me this is a relic from the past. Yes, you can hear that the band was just starting. Yes, you can hear that I am in my early years of vocal training. But isn't that the point? It shouldn't be changed. I think it should be preserved the way it is now, because when I listen to it, I know where I came from. It shows me my roots. And I also see the way that we as a band or I as a singer have developed. And for you as a listener, isn't that just magical? To be allowed to look back into history and to discover together with me when we listen to the songs where it came from, how I started, how the band started. I think we should keep that, preserve that, not change it, right? Okay, that's it, but before I go, I wish to leave you with one final fun fact about Amygdala, and for this I have to show you the back of the CD again. Now, I'm sure that many of you who already have the CD at home have always wondered what's wrong with the digits. Why are they not in the correct order? Well, they are, but they are to us, because the order you see here is the order in which we wrote the songs. So for example, the first song we Ex Libris ever wrote was number 1, the third song on the CD, and it's called Breathe With Me. If you want to know what that's about, you just have to maybe buy the CD in a web shop, and I think it will become pretty obvious when you read the lyrics and see the artwork picture. Yeah, has everything to do with growing up. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope that you have a lot of fun and that you are now informed about our very first album. If you have anything else you wish me to answer, or you wish Joost van den Broek or Bob Wijtsma to answer, then hey, feel free to ask us. Just drop your questions in the comment section, and if it's interesting enough or if it's quirky enough, then we will get back to you. For now, I wish you a very nice morning, a nice afternoon, or a nice evening, and I say bye bye.